Hello, my name is Rhoda Cordial and I love BTS. I hear mother taking up the dinner. Oh no. So this week's episode of Burn the Stage seemed to be all about the American tour when BTS first debuted. An American tour was not in the picture. It was not in their prediction for their future. They did not think that they would go to America. It just wasn't going to happen. They were with the big hit. They weren't with one of the big companies. They were with Big Hit. And so this was not expected. And so I don't know. It just really makes me really happy. Okay, first of all, I thought I would only have to analyze imagery in the music videos, not in Burn the Stage. Because at the start, Namjoon is talking about, you know, just their difficulties that they faced, you know, having to cancel some shows and having to cancel a show because of him, and then just fearing criticism. And it was switching between him talking about that and a train. So like filming from the back of a train. So like the train's moving this way and you see the tracks moving ahead. So I thought that that represented, and it was all in black and white. So I thought that represented you being on the train is you going forward and moving on with your life and looking back on your life, but not living in the past because it was in black and white. Oi, I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't do this. No. Okay, so then we get to America. First thing I saw V wearing little glasses and looking like an old man, and I love it. I love it when V sometimes looks like an old man, and I love it so much. It makes me so happy. It's hard to function. So, you know, you see them practicing their dance in a very small, confined space because American stages weren't designed for K-pop groups, so some of them could be narrower. They can't have the exact space that they need. It mightn't be a stage that's equipped for a K-pop group, and so they have to adjust and learn and deal with what they have. And I saw a blonde J-Hope, which made my heart sing. And I saw blonde J-Hope and black haired Suga in the one shot, and it just makes me really, really happy. And then later on, J-Hope had his hair curly haired blonde J-Hope. What are you doing to me? Were you trying to kill me in this episode? Thank you very much. Throughout this whole thing, I feel like I've heard nearly everybody express feelings of anxiousness or nervousness or just feeling inadequate, and it makes me so sad. I had an anxiety attack this morning for about an hour, so I know like they're not fun, and I know the feeling of anxiousness is just not a fun feeling, and so I don't ever want them to go through that. I know that they're in an industry that's full of anxiety and it's full of nervousness, but I just don't like thinking of them being anxious because it's the worst feeling in the world. Oh, and I had I had such a bad anxiety attack last night, and thinking of them going through that is just really bad. But a lot of people don't have anxiety attacks the way I have them. At least I've never met somebody other than my brother who has anxiety attacks the way I have. But to get me out of my sad little funk that I was feeling, when I think it was J-Hope who mentioned feelings of anxiousness, they played a little clip of them performing Cypher 4, and I was just like, I love that song. It's been on my playlist this month, and I am absolutely obsessed with it. I love myself. I love myself. Oh yeah, it's so good. It's so good. I can't do anything cool. I can't be cool. I'm not cool. And then J-Hope was talking about how they got him into rapping. Like, he had to be like, somebody had to tell him, like, J-Hope, you should try rapping. J-Hope didn't go into Big Hit as a rapper. He went in as a dancer. Try think of a world without J-Hope as your rapper. As you, no. You don't want to think of it. Try think, no Hope world. No J-Hope rapping. Oh my boy. How would we deal? I don't know. I don't want to think about it. So I'm getting really distracted by my hair in this video. And then Yoongi said he never aimed to be famous, which I can so see. Yoongi is the type of person to just stumble into fame. Like, I'm here, I'm Yoongi, I'm cute as F. You know, he started out as an underground rapper, as a producer, as a songwriter, as somebody who wasn't getting paid enough for the stuff that he was doing. He never intended to get famous. It was just success he wanted. I don't think he equated his success with fame. I don't think he thought those two would go hand in hand, but oh, where would we be without that boy? But that sometimes also is a positive, because that shows that he's in it for the right reasons, and that he's in it because he loves music, and not because he was like, I want to be, I want everybody to love me, and I want to be so famous, and blah, blah, blah. You know, why am I like this? Why do I explain things that way? Anyway, I just think it's good. I just liked it. Can I just say that when they did rock, paper, scissors to see who would go wait in line for a hot dog, Jin is me every time I have to wait for anything in my life, because no. I'm not a very patient person. I try to be, but it's just, you know, that resting face comes out, and like, I'll do it, I'll wait, but it was relatable. I liked it. And it was nice seeing them be like children when they were like in the aquarium and looking at all the fishies, and then contrasting most of the members acting like children, and then seeing V and RM walking along kind of looking like a couple of old men, just enjoying the view and enjoying the outdoors and just having the chats, you know. And then, okay, this is probably just me, but whenever I see any of the BTS members bowling, but particularly Jungkook, whenever I see any of them bowling, I always just think of Jungkook and Yugyeom bowling together. Yugyeom from GOT7. That's just what I see. It's in my head. Yeah, I don't know why. It's because Jungkook talked about it before. Yeah, I remember seeing Jungkook talking about it before, and how he doesn't have that many idol friends, but like, he turns at Yugyeom. I don't know if it's changed that he has more idol friends now, but like, I don't know why. That's what I always think. I don't know why. My brain works this way. It goes places. It goes places. I never stop thinking. It often seems like I'm not thinking at all, but I'm always thinking of something. Doesn't everybody think of something always? I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm so tired. Ooh! And then there's a clip of them in Panda Express, and I just kept on thinking of Panda, Panda, Panda Express, Panda, Panda, Panda Express. Oh, it's delirious right now. What time is it? It's 27 minutes past 6, and I'm so tired. They're literally children though. How are they such children? They're actually not that young. Like, they're children. Like, when Jimin was on Jin's shoulders, and just like, they were just acting like children on the beach, and then they bought those shirts. You know those shirts, like those Hawaiian shirts, and they all just like look like dads. Jin is a literal dad. He is a father, like father figure. Jin is a dad, and he was wearing that shirt, and I was just like, he looks like a dad that's on holidays with his children right now, and just okay, I'm gonna calm down now. And then we saw a little clip of, you know, Jin playing the guitar and Cookie singing, and I was like, I want to be in that room, and I went and take a nap. I'm really sleepy right now, so I just want to take a nap. I don't nap though, I can't sleep. I never sleep. I think too much to sleep. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. He was just, you know, sitting there playing the guitar, and they were singing their own songs, and it was just soothing and comfortable, and it felt like home. They feel like home. They have this, it's just such a homely feeling to this whole show, and it's just... And what was also really nice about seeing that was it's the Mangne and the eldest, and it's nice to see that interaction there, and just it's nice to see the Mangne and the eldest getting along together and having a good time. And then Jungkook was talking about being a trainee and not having any worries for the future. And like, obviously, Jungkook, you were a child. You were a literal child. But past the whole. Stop crack grammar. Oi, you were a child. Vitu and Lana was a baby. God. Vitu e do pasta. Vitu e do fasta? Ay. Vitu ina pasta. Vitu ina pasta. I have no idea why I'm translating this into Irish. Why am I like this? But yeah, no, he was talking about how he had no worries. And I'm like, of course you didn't have any worries with the future, Jungkook. You were a child. You were so young. And he talked about when he went to America to learn how to dance, because they said that Jungkook didn't have expression when he danced. Like, he could do the moves, but he didn't have, like, the emotion behind it. And then when he came back, he was focused more on the dancing than the singing. And then Jimin snapped him out of it. And then Jungkook didn't realize his potential with singing. He didn't think he was going to be the main vocalist, but he's an amazing main vocalist, and that's because he's got this really interesting, breathy, soft tone, very beautiful tone voice. It's just gorgeous. Yeah, he's gorgeous. It's also just kind of nice to see how they had no expectations to go to America and do a tour, and they did one, and they did amazing, and it's great, and they're taking over the world, and it's just fun. And this one American fan said, sometimes BTS is the only reason I wake up in the morning, because, like, same. Do you think I'd be awake right now if it wasn't for BTS? The big fan. No. Anyo. No. And the last thing I want to touch on. I have to assume that the last clip of them, they must have been back in Korea. Because I would like to point out that Mr. Jungkook is 20 years old. I know that in Korean ages, I'm pretty sure he's 22. 97, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, I think he's 22 in Korean age. But you know what, buddy? You're not of legal age of drinking in America. So I have to assume that last clip was in Korea and not America. Or else Cookie is underage drinking, which I'm not gonna pretend like I was an angel and I didn't underage drink. Legal drinking age in Ireland is 18. I think I started drinking when I was 16. And that's actually really good, because most people started drinking. I know loads of people started drinking when they were 12, 13, 14 kind of thing. So I was a saint. I was an angel. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, turn on post notifications, follow me on social media, they'll be linked down below, and I will see you when I see you. Okay, bye!